Hi, I'm Robin, English teacher for core languages, and today I'm standing in front of the South Carolina Society Hall. Let me ask you a question. What are you going to do tomorrow? Or what will you do next weekend? Some of you may say, I am going to work tomorrow, or I will read a book this weekend. When talking about things that are happening in the future, we need to use a special construction. It would be incorrect, for example, to say, I will reading tomorrow, or I am going read tomorrow. In this video, I'm going to show you how to formulate sentences in the future tense. So the next time someone asks you, what are you going to do tomorrow? You can formulate a perfect English sentence.
The simple future tense. We use the simple future in English to describe things that have not yet happened, or things that are happening now and are going to continue into the future. We can use the auxiliary verb will or the construction going to formulate sentences in the simple future. In some cases, we can also use the modal verb shall, but it is not as frequently used. An easy way to identify when to use the simple future tense is by recognizing signal words. There are many signal words that indicate the future tense. Here are a few examples. Tomorrow, later, next week, next month, soon, next year, in a few days, in a little bit, in a while, then. We can formulate a sentence in the future tense by using the auxiliary verb will. When making a sentence with will, we use the following formula. Will plus a base verb, which is an unconjugated verb without to. If we want to negate a sentence in the future tense, we simply add not. Will not, and the base verb. We use will when we want to express rapid decisions or predictions or uncertain events in the future. Here are some examples. Signal words are red. We will watch the movie tonight. He will not watch the movie today. Notice how will is not conjugated the same way as other verbs. We do not add an S for he, she, it. It would be incorrect to say he wills not watch. We can also formulate sentences in the future tense by using going to. Sentences with going to use the following formula. We have a conjugated form of to be, going to, and a base verb. If we want to negate a sentence that uses going to, we simply add not. To be, not, going to, and the base verb. We use going to express definite plans or likely events, things that have already been decided and are most likely going to happen. Here are a few examples. Again, the signal words are marked in red. It is going to rain tonight. It is not going to rain this evening. It is important not to confuse the future tense construction of going to with the present continuous, which uses a conjugated form of to be, a verb, and the ending ing. For example, I am going to the store right now. The going to that is used in this sentence is not the future tense. It is the present continuous. The to that follows going in this sentence is a preposition. The sentence, they are going to travel to Texas this summer, is an example of the future tense. Are going to travel follows the formula of the future tense, are, going to, and a base verb. We can also formulate sentences in the future tense by using the modal verb shall. However, it is not as commonly used as will or going to, and it can only be used with a first-person subject, such as I or we. The formula for using shall is first-person subject, I or we, shall, and a base verb. If we want to negate a sentence using shall in the future tense, we simply add not. First person subject, I or we, shall, not, and the base verb. Even though shall is not as commonly used as will or going to, it can be used to talk about plans, making suggestions, or asking if something is a good idea. Here are some examples. Shall we eat fish for dinner tonight? I shall go to bed early tonight. Let's practice. Look at the following sentences and try to identify the correct sentence in the future tense. Try to keep in mind the formulas for each construction: will, going to, and shall. We are going play basketball, or we are going to play basketball. Excellent. We are going to play basketball. The formula for using going to in the future tense is a conjugated form of to be, going to, and a base verb. Shall I pick you up at the airport? Or will I going to pick you up at the airport? Excellent. Shall I pick you up at the airport? When using shall, we simply need to use shall and a base verb. Now look at the next sentence and try to identify the correct future tense construction. I will refer you to a specialist, or I am going refer you to a specialist. Excellent. I will refer you to a specialist. The formula for using will in the future tense is will and a base verb. How about this sentence? They are going to drive to Atlanta, or they will drive to Atlanta. Great. They are going to drive to Atlanta. The formula for using going to is a conjugated form of to be, going to, and a base verb. And how about this sentence? I am going see the doctor now, or I will see the doctor now. Excellent. I will see the doctor now. The formula for using will in the future tense is will plus base verb.
Thank you for watching. I hope you now have a better understanding of how to use the future tense. As always, if you have more questions, feel free to comment, or if you're interested in joining one of our courses with a live instructor, feel free to message us directly. I look forward to seeing you in our next class.